What if once we're in spirit, we are with all of humanity, all of mankind? What if it's like we're not done with what we've got to do here? And once we're on the other side, where Dr. Hawkins is, and what if the love is there and it's waiting for us? And all we've got to do is remove the barriers and the obstacles to its realization now so that we can already be in that dimension of lovingness, so that we can experience it in a non-physical way without it needing to be reflected by any particular energy field that's in a body or any belief system that is built on programming in the past, like hypnosis of memory and having a good doctor, and that all of that intention of lovingness and caringness, saying God must really care about me, transfers when we leave this place and leave the body to the other side. And everything is there. Everything is an expanded awareness, a realm of what we've touched on in this lifetime. But in this lifetime, there have been people I've known that have already left. And if the karma is an inner discipline, the inspiration to die for God, but go through the final doorway, isn't an actual reality unless it's not an actual reality, because it's not the truth, because it's only the truth for someone that is a teacher that's gone through the final doorway. You cannot say, oh, I can have faith in the final doorway. You can say you've had experiences of feeling yourself dying. You feel the core of the ego, which is not divine. It's like an animal energy, and it's suffering because it knows from faith that the teaching stands, that it is not ultimate reality. It's a appearance, is subject to total it. The thoughts are going on by themselves, and you're still on this side. If power and the light switch is on that side and you're on this side, one wouldn't know the truth about that final doorway teaching unless they'd gone through it. And this guy hasn't gone through it. He's taking it on faith from the integrity of the teaching, but he hasn't gone through it. Anyway, it's always in the background of the awareness, whatever the mind is up to, whatever dysphoric state or memory it's experiencing, whatever clinical diagnosis it seems to possess, whatever his life experiences have been, that it's all illusion. All of it, well, on a spiritual level, it's illusion. In a human level, it's just daily life. And on the other side, you can imagine in a dream all of creation, and not being in a body, not being stuck with protoplasm. So you in a hypnotic state, you remember, you regress, and you recall everything that's led up to this point of this resistance, which is from the animal that doesn't want to give up its existence, and the unknown, but the faith. And we're already aware of this. You've been talking about this final doorway. You've wanted the attractor energy field to go through that doorway. So someone that has information about going through the doorway, that one would set a new M field. Hawkins reads in Power versus Force the M field when Bannister broke the 4-minute mile. It set up an M field, and other people started doing that. Now, that M field was set up in the nonlinear by Hawkins. So, time to get to work, yeah? That's what I'm talking about. And just to add 1 ounce to the intention, to the dedication, to the possibility, to the doability, to the availability, to see a coach or a mentor, to say, that's all the inspiration you need. It's waiting, it's available, it's all been done. So you are your karmic problem. And that language pattern that speaks that way is also karma, because that's how Hawkins talked. He would say, you. He would say you, and he was spreading the energy for the benefit of the listener. So it's benefited. And whatever way is language, just to be aware that there's a block to the awareness until you until your journey, your pathway, your devotion to the truth, your dedication to that takes you through there. Okay. But until that happens, it's all the mind and its shenanigans, and one should be devoted to whatever teaching they actually believe, not to what anybody says. No, that's force, Be devoted to what you actually believe instead of some abstraction reflecting a paradigm blindness. And the consciousness as well, which doesn't need a body, and which says it doesn't need to die to become enlightened, but which is actually asking God to please let it die so it can know firsthand what is on the other side of the doorway of death, the final doorway to enlightenment. What is on the other side of the final doorway to enlightenment? And you won't know until you die. Oh Lord, amen. The final doorway to enlightenment. And you're saying, why hasn't it happened, How come? Because it just hasn't. It's a dumb question to say, how come I'm here? Well, because I haven't surrendered completely yet. That's the answer. Because I haven't surrendered completely yet is the answer. So, in this real time, all time is now, everywhere is here. I'm actually going to go outside, smoke a cigarette, think some loving thoughts for the collective. Then I'm going to read this. And however long it takes is however long it takes. If you were just putting out a piece of advice for a more spiritual seeker of this kind of information and truth and walking this path, you'd say you'd want to limit your time online on Facebook, YouTube. You'd want to limit it, and some of it is unintentional. Some of it is a consequence of just having access to the internet. The monster. You want to look at that today, honey? No. He called it the curse of the internet. Anyway, it's also a blessing. They're opposites, so you can transcend them that fast. Gloria in excelsis Deo.